All right, I'm going to make this as quick of a tutorial as I can, though there's a lot to get through and I'm thinking as I'm doing it, so just give me some grace and bear with me. Tim, I'm going to add some things to your plate, but I think they're going to be pretty easy. So when I get into Ministry Designs, here are a couple things I'm going to add. So when you go to Pages, down at, you already know you need to get the home page updated. This, and this. You got that. The next thing is the upcoming events. So when you go to Pages, go all the way down, scroll all the way down to upcoming events. I have set this up so all I'm doing is taking Rebecca's MailChimp, or the email that she sends out through MailChimp, and I'm changing it here. So when I click on this, you'll see the URL and the height. Those are the only two things you need to change. The way that I get this email is through my email, and you don't have to do it this way. You can get it from her and another way if you need to, but it looks like this. And when you click on view this in email, I just copy and I paste that in here. So I go there and then paste. Now I don't want to actually paste that because it's a test email, but let's just pretend that I've pasted it here and I hit apply. Now every week there's something that changes, and so this thing changes. What happens, sometimes it looks like this, and you scroll all the way down and you check it out and you're like, okay, I don't like that. I like to put it to this black line here. So what I do is I'll go back here and you'll see how slow it is. So then I'll do, let's try 5,600, almost there. And then I'll pull it up a little bit and get rid of that white line, and then I'll hit save. And it's just that easy. Sometimes, again, sometimes it'll be too much, sometimes it'll be too little, and you just got to find that. And I find that, cut off. And again, I like to do it right here. I think it just looks, cleaner that way. I hit save, and that's it. That is it for the upcoming pages, or upcoming events. Now, the next thing you need to do, or I want to do, is this right here. So when you come into sermons, you're familiar already with the way that this main one looks. You change that and you change that. But the next thing I'm going to ask you to do is in sermons, right here. Come on. All right, so sermons, and it's going to bring you to this page. And all you need to do is duplicate the page that is already, at least this is the way that I've found it the easiest. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to duplicate that. It's going to ask you to duplicate, or what you're duplicating. And keep in mind, when you duplicate, it's taking, every single thing that was in the previous sermon page in here. So you're going to have, and bringing it to a new one. So you're going to have to change a lot of these things. So I'm going to just take you through this. This week we are doing 36351. So I come in here and I do that. Then there's a sermon URL, which I don't like. I don't like the way that they put this out. So I think it was 36. Is that what it was? Yeah, 36351. So 3_6-5_1. I will edit the short description. Edit short description here. And then I'll hit apply. That short description is going to be the same description that we put into YouTube and Facebook. This you probably won't have to touch because I'm going to create a James sermon series in here and the descriptions for that. Here, you may want to add topics or depending on the day. Like in James, you're going to want wisdom, Christian life, and if it has anything in particular about finances or something like that, you may want to add that here. The way that you add those topics is by doing this. You go here, and then you add, let's say, finance, or let's just say money. And then you go to back to sermons, go back into here, and then you type in money, and you got it. All you got to do is click on it. If you don't want it, just X out of it. Pretty self-explanatory. Scriptures, obviously you're going to be in James, so you're going to want, again, when you duplicate this stuff, a lot of that stuff is going to be there for you already, and you won't have to touch it. Speakers, depending on who is speaking, if it's a guest speaker like Jim or Adam Howell or somebody like that, I'll put guest speaker. Otherwise, it's Jared, Brad, and Hector. And then this will be, again, it should be the same from week to week. But if you need to change it, Tim, you know how to upload files. We'll get you those graphics, but they should be in graphics. And then all you have to do is click on it and hit apply. Next thing, you go down here. I'm not sure why they do it this way, but it is what it is. When I click here, the next sermon is going to be on the 30th, Sunday. And then when you hit 10 a.m., it brings you to another thing that you can hit, 10:30 a.m. Why they don't just put 10:30 a.m. as an option, I don't know. The meta title, you'll need to change that as well. So it's 3:6 through 5:1. And I believe that is it, that all you're going to have to do on the sermon page. Now, I don't publish the page until Sunday. Now you can do this, Sunday morning, or you can do it Sunday afternoon, because by this time you should have the YouTube link. And then Brad sends out the sermon discussion guide, I think Sunday afternoon, somewhere around there. So if you can just, have this published by Sunday, after like late Sunday, it'd be great. So you know how to do all this. I click on that and I just take the last, let me show you here. Videos, and then live, and I will give you access to all this stuff, but it's this right here. So when I go here, stud of a drummer right there, then I'm going to take that right there, copy and paste that into, where is it? Here. Click that, and then paste, and then hit apply. And then, of course, you know how to change this right here, sermon discussion guide, all that. Then once that is saved, you can hit, or once you've done all that stuff, you can hit save. Make sure, okay, that I want to get rid of that because it was showing that it was a duplicate. And save draft, again, you can work on this all week long by saving the draft if you want to come back to something. Or you can, like if you need to, edit this short description or something like that, you can come back at any point. But on Sunday, you hit publish and it goes live. And that is, I believe, it.